Well, good morning from Chiang Mai. Today I'm going to show you to the east of the old town, the main commercial district of Chiang Mai, with lots of markets, a few temples. We've got Chinatown here as well as this. This is the Ping River, and this is Narawat Bridge, one of the main bridges that goes over the river here in the city. This is actually the third bridge to be built over this river. The original bridge dates back to 1906, I think it was, and the name Narawat comes from the last king of Lana, and he was also the Prince of Chiang Mai, and I think he died just before the Second World War. And the original bridge, I'll show you some photos of it now, was made of teak from, I think, Burma. Get the country right. From Burma. And the second bridge was built in 1923. The original bridge kept getting damaged by teak logs because they used to transport them down the river. The second bridge was replaced by this one in 1965, and I think that was made of steel or iron. And most people get bridges mixed up here because we got the iron bridge just down there, which we'll visit right at the end of this video. But for now, one bridge, one river. So this church was built in 1890 by, I think he was an American reverend, and I think he moved his family to Chiang Mai in 1867. But it's been recently renovated. You can see how clean it is. Nice white paint, and I think they put a new roof on. At night they light it up. It's really quite nice at night. I'll show you some film of that. So this is Phae Road. This is the main one-way commercial street that goes into the city. It goes to Phae Gate, which is at the bottom of this road. And along this road are some really nice old buildings that date sort of from the early 20th century. There's one here, and then there's one here which is Street Pizza, I think that's called. Right opposite there, right there. And then this building here, I think used to be a cinema. But we'll go further down this road towards Phae Gate. And there's a couple of temples along the way, as well as some more nice buildings. So this is Raming Tea House, and it was built in 1915 as a merchant's shop. And now you can have tea in here and eat, and also you can buy all this lovely tableware, this ceramics, and different kinds of teas, I think. Lemon, ginger. black tea. And out the back here they've got a lovely garden. Hello, Sadika. So you can enjoy your tea. It's like a little oasis right in the middle of the city. Very pretty. So this is Wat Bubparam. It was established in 1497 by the 11th king of Lana. I think his name was King Mueang Mai. I put his name up on the screen. I'm no good with people's names. But apparently it's got a very special teak, white teak Buddha image. So we'll have a look at that in a second. And this is the kind of bizarre stuff that you'll find at temples in Thailand. Got this lovely historic and beautiful temple, and then you've got that's a Daffy Duck, isn't it? I don't ask me. I don't know why it's here. So this temple, pretty much opposite Wat Bubparam, is called Wat Saen Fang, and it was a relative newcomer for temples in this area because it was built in the 1870s. Unfortunately, the main stupa here has all been renovated at the moment. I've got the zodiac signs here. There should be 12 of them. Yeah, I've just counted. There's 12. So this is Wat Chomphu, just off the moat that goes around the old town. And this temple, including this shetty, this stupa, dates back about 600 years. But it was abandoned when the Burmese were here, which I think was around about the 16th and 17th century. And there was a king called Khao, and he drove the Burmese out in 1775 and renovated this temple. A lot of temples here in Chiang Mai were abandoned when the Burmese took over. So one of the more unusual features of this temple is this gateway, which dates back, I think, to the 16th century. Pretty much the same time the temple was established. It's pretty rare to find something like this in town. Either they just disappeared and they built a modern replica of a gateway. A load of banana palms. So this is Wat Si Phum, or Si Phum, and it's named after this over here, which is the Si Phum Bastion, the northeast corner of the moat of the old town. And it was established in 1519 by the same king who established Wat Bubparam that we visited a little earlier, King Mueang Mai. I'll get his name right. And I think it's pretty much closed, this temple, at the moment, but we'll see what we can do. So here's a useful map and some information. As you can see, we're there, right on the corner, on the outside of the old town. And it says that the king built this temple here because there was a fig tree and he thought it was auspicious. So that's why he built the temple here. So we're now in the main market area of town. This is the Mueang Mai wholesale market. You can see they sell fish here and fruit and veg and meat and all sorts. Seafood. Got some of the signs in English, which is really useful, because I think some of my friends who run restaurants come here to get their produce. They can read the signs in English. Just have a quick look around. Open up. This is one of a few markets that we'll visit today. There's a few more in the area. Seafood. Place to get your chilies. All kinds of chilies here. Look at it. So here we are, right on the border of Chinatown, which is near the Ping River. Fascinating place with some more markets which we'll go and explore in a minute. So this little Cantonese Chinese temple is called I've just got an old boy who's just started up on his mouth organ. So we've got some musical accompaniment. But it's called Kuan U, which in Chinese is the same as Guan Ju. And it's the goddess of loyalty. And it was built at the end of the 19th century, between 1870 and 1897, I think. So we've just got to go into this market. There's actually 3 markets, all in this one area. And this is Warorot Market, even though it's got an S on the end of it. That's how we all pronounce it anyway. So let's go and take a look around. Last time I came in here it was a lot busier as well. There's hardly anybody in there. They do lots of weird and wonderful sort of food stuffs here. Most of which I have no idea what they are. And this is the second market. I think they both pretty much sell the same stuff, in my eyes anyway. Sadaka, convenient line. Oh. All stuff in dried stuff in packets. Tea, dried fruit, nuts. It's amazing, it's so quiet, there's hardly anybody shopping there. Few people. You normally get quite a lot of tourists in here. It's very quiet. So the other market in Chinatown is the flower market. And I've ridden past on this road at silly o'clock in the morning and they're still going. They start really early or they finish really late, or they're 24-hour, but they always seem to be open here. Looks like lots of these are all bundled up. So this is another Cantonese temple. Pung Tao Gong, I think it's called. Yeah, here it is. There's some information here. I think it was built in 1876. There's a whole load of information there. Do you care to read it? Well, a lot of these temples in town double up as car parks, which is a real shame because they're very ornate. But this is the main temple just down here. These are all the donations that people are given for the building and the upkeep of it. There's not actually a great deal to see in here. Some black and white photos of Chiang Mai, including one of where we are. So I'm now in the main Muslim part of Chiang Mai, just off Chang Klan Road. This is the big mosque that's tucked down a back street. And then you've got this wonderful wooden house here. And this was built by a Chinese Muslim from Yunnan province. I think he built it in 1909, he was a merchant. So this is the final stopper today. This is the famous Iron Bridge, a local landmark over the Ping River. And we're just downstream from where we started this video at Narawat Bridge. And this bridge actually harks back to the second Narawat Bridge, which was made of steel, similar sort of construction to this. But this bridge only dates back to the 1990s. So we've come full circle today on this video, because we started right on that bridge, Narawat Bridge, and we're going to end here on the Iron Bridge. And as always, if you like this video, give us a like, and if you want to subscribe to the channel, then please do. Bye for now.